and a very warm welcome to my channel tonight. In this video, we give you the latest update about Harry and Meghan. An expert claims Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's hand was forced to pay back the Queen after the Netflix deal, but they not with good intentions. As reported in the previous video, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have repaired the renovation costs of Frogmore Cottage, their UK residence that they moved into before the birth of their son, Archie. The property in Windsor cost the taxpayers £2.4 million to upgrade last year, but was promised to be reimbursed after the Duke and Duchess stepped back as senior royals. However, an expert has claimed their new deal with Netflix that is reportedly worth hundreds of millions of pounds may have forced the royals into repaying the British taxpayer. Sky News royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills explained how the couple's new Netflix deal may have forced their hands with how quickly they paid back the Queen. Miss Mills said, "I think the Duke and Duchess of Sussex hands have been forced this week after it was announced that they'd signed that enormous deal with Netflix. Neither Netflix nor the Sussexes have said how much money they're making from that deal, but it's estimated it could be around £100 million. She continued, "So if they're bringing in that money, it makes sense that they're going to pay this money back to the taxpayer for this home that they still want to keep here in the UK. Well, at last, maybe the public can sit back and watch the whole Harry and Meghan. If indeed his hand was forced due to the mounting and overwhelming public outrage following the disrespect to the royal family in the publication of their trashy novel and his abandoning of the Invictus fundraiser, maybe at last Her Majesty is listening to the voice of the people." She continues, "Every year when we try to unpick the royal finances, there are often a few things that raise eyebrows. Last year, the big thing that stood out was that £2.4 million bills to refurbish Frogmore Cottage. The reason that people again started talking about just how much money it cost to refurbish it was that at the start of the year, Harry and Meghan announced they wanted to step away from royal duties. So maybe, finally, we can look forward to the removal of the titles, which will make the people of the lovely county of Sussex very happy." The royal commentator added, "But they also said while they were splitting their life between America and the UK, they still wanted to keep Frogmore Cottage as their main UK residence. Of course, people then said, hang on a minute, the taxpayers' money was used to fund that, and if you're no longer going to be working royals, then how exactly is that fair?" This afternoon, we've had this statement from a spokesperson from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, which has now said that a contribution has been made to the sovereign grant by the Duke of Sussex. The statement goes on to say that this contribution, as originally offered by Prince Harry, has fully covered the necessary renovation costs of Frogmore Cottage, a property of the Queen, and will remain the UK residence of the Duke and his family. The sovereign grant is the package of money that is used to pay for the official work of the monarch and her family, and also the upkeep of their properties. The grant money comes from some of the profits that are made by the Crown of State, which is a huge portfolio of land and properties which are in the gift of the monarch. Most of the profits go to the treasury, but a percentage goes to funding their official work. That is why it is often referred to as taxpayers' money. But in my opinion, why did they wait so long to pay their debt? Not that Harry's bank balance is broken. There is a simple answer to this. The use of public money should be published. What has been paid out and what has been paid in. Transparency results in accountability. No transparency equals no accountability. There should be a public record of what is given to them and what it was spent on. And Harry, you have sold your soul for money. You have lost the respect of many of the people in Britain, if not all. You have damaged the firm and these programs you will be forced into making by them for them will divide you from your real family. Meme will use this opportunity to increase her wealth and social standing and cast you aside when she is done with you. As history has shown in the past, good luck, Harry, you're going to need it. Also, according to this Road News, Piers Morgan savages Meghan and Harry in a furious titles row give up. They have once again become the target of Piers Morgan criticism after it emerged the couple had repaid taxpayers £2.4 million for Frogmore Cottage. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex paid the exorbitant amount to renovate their Windsor home, but they said they would repay it when they took the decision to step back as senior members of the royal family. Tweeting about the news, Good Morning Britain presenter Piers Morgan wrote, "Those two want to lecture people on being good and positive are kidding me. The pair of chancers taking and crying victim when they have to pay for what they spent." Mr. Morgan, a long-standing critic of the couple, has repeatedly called for them to be stripped off their royal titles following their decision to quit royal life. He tweeted, "If Harry and Meghan just give up their very commercially beneficial royal, Duke and Duchess titles, they can do and say whatever they like. But, if true, their windfall from Netflix would pay for 200 nurses to be employed by the NHS on a salary of £50,000 per annum for 10 years. 10 years. He added, "So, who is paying for their security? Indeed, we are entitled to know if any UK taxpayer money is being given to these changes. They are an utter disgrace and the royal family needs to cut them loose immediately. No titles, no grace, and favor home in the UK. Nothing." Last month, he hit out at the Duchess over her apparent involvement in the upcoming U.S. presidential elections after she was seen in a video urging Americans to vote. He did in a tweet as he shared the clip showing Meghan warning, "We all know what's at stake this year in the U.S. election." Mr. Morgan wrote, "The Queen must strip the Sussexes of their titles. They can't remain as royals and spout off about foreign elections in such a brazenly partisan way." The post attracted over 24,000 likes as Twitter users debated the TV presenter's point of view. One Twitter user wrote, "Totally agree, Piers, and let's hope they stay in America. Used to like Harry and was pleased when he met his future wife, but not now." In defense of Meghan, a Twitter user wrote, "She is still a U.S. citizen and has every right to say whatever the hell she wants. She was born here and has the right to speak about elections if she chooses. This isn't the UK. We don't have royals here. You think you can tell a U.S. citizen what she can and cannot do?" But in response, someone who shared Mr. Morgan's stance added, "Yes, she's an American citizen, but she married into the royal family and took the title of a duchess. She must remain out of politics to keep the royal family's integrity in place, and she knew this before she married into it. She must stop or be stripped of her titles." Agreed. In a Daily Mail column, Mr. Morgan wrote about his Twitter interactions regarding the controversial tweet. He wrote, "Meghan Markle has flagrantly breached royal protocol by urging Americans to vote against President Trump in the forthcoming U.S. election, telling an online event it's the change we all need and deserve. I tweeted that she and Prince Harry should have their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles removed by the Queen. Then they can be as politically partisan as they want without damaging the impartial integrity of the monarchy. Oh, fuck off, spat back Bette Midler, singing legend turned foul-mouthed social media troll. She then retweeted a British TV historian, Professor Kate Williams, who said my criticism was racist madness. And you, do you agree with Piers Morgan? Let me know in the comments section below and we discuss them together. Please like and share my video for anyone you think they also loved it like you. And subscribe to the Sussex Daily News channel to get more news about Harry and Meghan Markle. Now goodbye and see you in the next interesting videos.